and the only thing that could take me away from the food is talking about how to make ourselves look more youthful. Well, there's no better day than today to start putting yourself first, right? So joining me in Westlake is Stacy Mantell from Grace and Beauty Medical Spa. Stacy, good to see you. Thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Hi, thank you so much for having me again.
It's always a pleasure. I learned so much from you the last time that I had the chance to talk with you. And this time around, I know we are going to be talking about a device that I've heard about before, but I don't know if many people really know about this, Morpheus8, right?
Yes, Morpheus8. So this is actually one of our favorite procedures by staff as well as patients. So we can treat the face and neck. We can also treat the body. So this is an extremely customizable treatment. We have patients that come in and they have concerns with facial volume loss, dull skin quality, tone, texture issues. They want to address fine lines and wrinkles. Morpheus8 for face and neck is really going to help with that. We recommend a series of 3 treatments when we are talking about any skin treatments, and same with body. So areas that we can treat with the body, we're talking thighs, front and back, the glutes. We can treat the stomach, the arms, knee fat, bra fat, you name it, we can treat it. And again, having these 2 customizable devices really helps us get to the root of the issue for the patient.
What's the process like when you do this? Because I've honestly considered, I really have wanted to try this in the past. So
yeah,
what is the process like?
That's a great question. So typically a patient comes in, we have a consultation. That patient is required to get a topical numbing cream. They bring that topical numbing cream in here. We apply it an hour before their procedure. So whichever area of the body that we're treating, we apply that for a solid hour prior to the appointment, or the treatment, excuse me. And then for added comfort, we have something called Pronox. So Pronox, it's, think of like the kids at the dentist's office. It's self-administered by the patient, so they actually can just puff on this when they're feeling any kind of discomfort at all. So it really helps to take the edge off. And then we go over post-care treatment and a plan for the patient, and then they come back for their second treatment and then their third treatment. And like I said, we always recommend a series of 3 treatments when we're talking Morpheus8.
So this, what it sounds like too, it's a little more aggressive than maybe some of the typical lasers that we have heard of before that would maybe do something similar. You'd get a lot more benefits out of this.
Absolutely. So Morpheus8, it's heat and radio frequency as well as microneedling. So it's an all-in-one type of procedure that really helps tighten skin, tone skin, again, fight those fine lines and wrinkles, and really rejuvenate the skin.
Do you have, what's the downtime situation like? If someone wants to do this and but they need to get back into work, what are we looking at downtime-wise?
That is a great question. So there's really not a lot of downtime with this procedure. There's always a chance of bruising, and you're obviously going to have some swelling. But there's really not a lot of downtime with this procedure. So we typically tell patients if they have something going on, they want a good week. If they're doing pictures or anything like that, they want a good week to heal. But honestly, we have patients that come in and get this, and they go to work right that next day.
Wow. And then I have to just ask you, because again, this is me just being curious too. When you have patients that have had this done and then they come back to you and they tell you about their experience or what they feel like afterwards, what do you normally hear from your patients?
So it's a slow process, so I'm really glad that you asked that. So we do a lot of pictures here because when we're talking about remodeling your tissue and building and stimulating that collagen, it takes a long time. So you don't always necessarily see it until we take your baseline picture. So that first time that you came in here, and then after your third treatment, those pictures, and we compare those. And I can't tell you how many wows we get when patients see those pictures. It's pretty amazing.
And the other good thing, what I'm really hearing from you when you say something like that is it's a gradual process, but it clearly is a natural look. So you don't look overdone in any way.
Natural.
It's a natural progression, which makes you feel like everyone will just be like, wow, you just look refreshed, instead of, you definitely had something done.
You look well rested. Yes. Exactly. We do like to pair that though with some of the dermal fillers and Sculptra. So when we have patients who are, concerned with volume loss, like I said, tone and texture issues, we always start with Morpheus8, but then we like to go in and define the area with our fillers as well as Sculptra, which is a natural collagen stimulator.
And so I see what we have up on the screen right now. You are being so gracious. You're offering our viewers a savings today of $350 off of one of those treatments.
Absolutely, we are. So if you are interested in trying it, this would be a great month to do it. A single treatment, you'll save $350, but a consultation is required prior to that treatment.
Well, that's always good. You know, the consultations are great too because, as you said, you have a lot of before and after pictures that are taken. Are people able to kind of see results on other patients first before they make the decision to try something like this?
Absolutely. Yes, so we get patient consents so long as our patients are comfortable with that, but we share our own before and after pictures because it's really important for patients to see what we can do with this device here so that they can understand what the results are going to be like.
It's great. I mean, looking younger without having to go under the knife. Love the sound of all that, right? It is so good to see you, Stacy. Again, Grace and Beauty Medical Spa there out in Westlake. We appreciate you joining us this morning and keeping us up to date with the latest and greatest when it comes to our skincare. Have a great day.